See, tell him he's not going to be very impressed at all. Don't expect too much.
Just tell him Jeff doesn't talk very much.
Yeah. Okay. I've been chewed out many times. I can do it.
So you do a little homework, know how to address that.
Okay.
Yeah. That plus he wants to meet you. And, I mean, he gives a lot of money for it.
Yeah, I'm aware. And to our foundation and all that. So,
He's a
yeah,
good guy.
He really is. He's a good guy.
I've heard nothing but good things about it. Seen
And
all the stuff he's
and he's took
donated
his
for us.
money and made a lot of money. Yeah. Of course,
Maybe it'll rub off.
you know, when you got 80 or 108, and you run, you guys know how to make
Yeah.
Is he still
money.
was it
No.
Where was that?
That was, yeah,
Wyoming.
Corleone. Uh, uh, wh- uh, wh- where is Coeur d'Leon? That's that big. Yeah. That
Then
may
he
be
had-
Wyoming.
He had something in Scottsdale.
Yeah, yeah, and he's still got a house there.
Okay.
But he got in with some builders and they taught him a lesson. These big boys, he built 4 or 5 spec houses in Hawaii.
And it's kind of how you learn, though, isn't it? I mean, you learn the hard way.
I'm from Fort Gibson, but I'm pretty quick learner.
Yeah.
Now I'm talking 3, 4, and $5 million.
Probably about 2,000 square foot in Hawaii for that price.
Yeah, no, he's started out.
So he stays right here.
Yeah, I mean he runs in customs.
I texted him 5 minutes ago and he said he's coming.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell him you need to be here a little early.
I thought he was getting his stove work on again. maybe.
No, he didn't say. He said I'm coming. That's all I
And
know.
you know who what how
Really
Kevin
shouldn't
dropped
wait
off
on
his
him.
Oh, don't.
He'll be in on the minute.
I'm gonna give him
25 or 30.
6:01. He's not here, but then we're gonna start. We can always say, no, for record, Bob Bogan is
Did,
here.
hey, did I,
But I give
did
him
I
a
tell you
minute.
the story about Mr. Matthews?
I'm gonna have to start texting about a quarter till. No,
Well, his wife
I know,
And he started out for
I know.
has.
But he
cancer.
said she's doing better.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he said she's doing better actually.
And working.
So that's a good thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
We're gonna give Bob 1 minute, and if he's not here, we'll get started. Okay. He said he's on his way about 5 minutes ago. We're gonna give Bob 1 minute, and then we'll get started. Look what the cat.
You get any?
If they have to call to get a,
You should have got
permission
that
to
in
do
your
something?
package deal. He didn't ask about right
fixed
now.
the bacon, did he? The town's 24 hours.
Yeah, that's what we.
It is, but at 3 and
Hey, it could be important. Have you really?
and after I go, I think, really, if you're calling me about this, am I really going to say no if something went down? The answer is always going to be yes. Let me go back to bed.
That's why you have super.
About
Couldn't
time.
find the car keys.
Oh,
Somebody else drove the car.
Yeah.
Quick. Sitting there looking for my.
Let's all stand for the prayer. Flag salute, please.
Shall we pray? Lord, we thank you for this day and the opportunity that we have as town council to meet here tonight. Lord, we just pray that you would give us the wisdom and the understanding to carry on town business, that the cause of Gibson and the citizens that live here. Lord, we thank you for your unconditional love. We thank you for the blessings that you show us every day. Most of all, we thank you for your son, Jesus. It's in his name we pray. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd like to
to call to order the regular meeting of the Board of Trustees of the Town of Fort Gibson, Monday, May 11th, 2026 at 6:01 PM. Roll call, please.
Nancy Reinhardt.
Here.
Bob Evans.
Here.
Jerry Harris. Steve Blankenbeard.
Here.
Mike Sharp.
Here. Item number 1, visitors' remarks or comments. Seeing none, we're gonna move on to item number 2. Item number 2, consent agenda. Wait a minute, I apologize. I'm sorry, ma'am, I didn't see you. If you want to come forward,
Which one of
I
these we doing
apologize.
first?
I did not see you.
3 minutes.
Now, these are 3 minutes, okay? All right, please identify yourself and your address.
My name is Shay, and this is Ashley. We're with Globe Life Liberty National.
Okay,
Uh, I live at 314 North Lee Street
okay.
here in Fort Gibson.
Like she mentioned, we're with Globe Life Liberty National. We got referred to the town of Fort Gibson by some local towns we work with, businesses, cities, towns. We actually work with the state as well. So what we do is we partner up with towns to help provide valuable benefits to employees at no cost to the town, and actually help save on payroll taxes. So I have 2 introductory offers that we negotiate for every employee as a thank you for working so hard for you. They're at no cost to the employees. It's $3,000 in accidental death for the employee, $3,000 in accidental death for the spouse, $1,000 per child under the age of 21, and then they get a no cost discount. It's 10 to 85% off on vision, hair, and prescription drugs, chiropractic care, and that's just as a thank you for working so hard for you. And then I have my flagship product. It's called my Group Term Life. It's coverage to the age of 100, paid up option at 65. It's completely affordable, so if anybody were to leave for any kind of reason, this would go with them. It wouldn't be the town's. The benefit amount never goes up, and the benefit amount never decreases. The premiums will never increase, and if they leave for any kind of reason, like I mentioned, this would go with them. This kind of gives us something that you will be able to afford into retirement.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
well, this is not on the agenda, so we cannot act. We're really not even supposed to interact with you. But back there in the back, her name's Amanda. If you haven't spoke to her, you might want to come in and speak to her about this.
Okay.
It sounds like a good thing to me, but
I'm sorry, sir.
it sounds good to me, but we can't do anything about it.
Okay.
But
We will get with Amanda.
that lady back there in the black.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Anybody else that has remarks that I missed? None? All right. Seeing none, I'm gonna move on to item number 2, consent agenda.
I move to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second that.
Let it be noted for the record, Jerry made the motion to approve the consent agenda as presented, which actually hasn't been presented, and Bob seconded that. Roll call, please.
Nancy Reinhardt.
Aye.
Bob Evans.
Aye.
Jerry Harris.
Aye.
Steve Blankenbeard.
Aye.
Mike Sharp.
Aye. Item number 3, items of business for discussion, decision, and/or take action. Item A, discussion, decision, or take action regarding items removed from the consent agenda. There were none. Item number B, discussion, decision, and/or take action regarding changing pool cash bank account at First Star Bank to a sweeping bank account. How you doing, sir?
Good. How about yourself?
Well, please identify yourself.
My name is Stacy Arnold. I'm the market president with First Star Bank.
Fantastic.
I was hoping to time it up with the train going by. So,
You did pretty good.
I just wanted to thank you guys for allowing me to come up and speak tonight. But what I am looking at presenting tonight is my colleague Jennifer Groover and I came here tonight to talk about your guys' accounts with First Star Bank. We've been talking with Amanda for the past couple months on how to optimize those accounts and get you guys some more yield on those. So what we're proposing tonight is a sweep account for you guys' operating account here at the bank. And how it would work is we would set a peg balance on your operating account that would allow for us to waive all fees associated with that. Prior to me being with the bank, it looked like that you guys were paying fees on a monthly basis, so we're trying to offset those. And then on a daily basis, it would sweep out any excess funds into a money market account, earning a yield of about 2.84%. And that's based on a 90-day T-bill rate minus 75 basis points. So what we're trying to do here is optimize not just your guys' yielding accounts, but allow for daily liquidity to stay within your guys' account. And that would act every night. So if you were above that peg balance sitting in your guys' account, it would sweep out over to the money market account, and then retroverse. If it went below that, it would sweep from the money market over into your operating account. So we're proposing this to help build your guys' liquidity within the bank, give you guys a better yield on your accounts with the bank, and then also optimize to make sure that there's no excess fees on your guys' accounts moving forward.
Okay. Very good.
Is there any guarantee on any of that? I mean,
Which part?
as far as the returns and stuff, could the town, I don't think can lose money on an investment. I mean, we do close to, and I'm not supposed to get into those kind of things, but I'm not sure about that.
Well, so it's not going to be like a stock or a mutual fund or anything like that. It's an interest rate based on the balances in your account. So if those balances drop below, if you guys had $100,000 in there and it dropped below that, just the yield on that $100,000 would decrease.
Right.
There's no.
Is that a stated interest rate for a period of time? I guess maybe that's a better question.
Yeah, that would be the interest rate. It would be fixed for a 30-day period based on the 90-day T-bill rate.
Okay.
So that's a daily moving interest rate
Right.
based on the yield of the treasury.
Yeah, I understand
So if those treasury yields go up, your interest rate would go
Gotcha.
up, and vice versa going down. It wouldn't offset, it wouldn't be a loss in that perspective.
So right now, Stacy, we're not, the town's not earning anything on the checking balance?
Right now, it's at like 1.3%.
And what's that based on?
It's just based on our stated interest rates. So the way that your guys' account is set up right now, we have a tiered account system. And so based on your balances, it goes on based on that tier. So the amount of money that's sitting in it right now earns a 1.3. And if you guys were to go above a certain threshold, which I don't have those sitting in front of me right now.
So we can double our rate almost?
Yeah, based on your guys' account balances right now and what we're offering, it would pretty much double your rate, a little bit more than that.
Sounds like a no-brainer to me. Really? Amanda, you got anything you'd like to add to this?
Yeah.
You're for it? Okay, I'll make a motion, we approve 3B.
I'll second that.
Let it be noted for the record, Stephen made the motion, 3B is presented, Bob seconded that motion. Is there any further discussion? Nobody? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Nancy Reinhardt.
Aye.
Paul Bowman.
Aye.
Jeremy Harris. Steve Blankenberg.
Aye.
Blake Sharp.
Aye. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you guys.
Stacy. Item C, discussion, consider and/or take action on the use of town vehicles to transport non-employees of the town.
Okay, I'll take that one.
You take it.
Okay, C, I've been doing some legal research and I have found a statutory provision and also an attorney general's opinion that there will be 3 that I know of in this town that can do that as far as emergency people. Well, the police chief, the fire chief, and the assistant fire chief. Those 3 vehicles can be used 24 hours a day as far as take it home, bring it back. And there is an attorney general's opinion that it's right on point about you can take your kids to school and drop them off on the way to work. And so I've got the law, I've already got the resolution prepared. I've got to give it to Nicole tomorrow or Ashlyn and let them type it up. But so I'm satisfied on C that can be done. I do not know of anyone else in town that can use the town vehicles to transport non-employees of the town. Now, I want to make sure that we're clear on this, because there's not a prohibition, um, of somebody in a town vehicle going to lunch and saying, hey, do you want to go to lunch with me? There's not, we have insurance to cover, uh, a private citizen if there was a car wreck. So there's not anything, prohibitive about transporting a non-employee, like to go to lunch together, but you can't drive them around town just, yes, sir.
Question. So you're saying if my wife she worked for the town, she picked me up every day for lunch, she took me to lunch.
If she worked for the town and she was going to lunch, you could ride with her to lunch.
No problem.
Yeah, no problem. Okay. But what she can't do, she can't pick you up in that vehicle and take you to, Walmart and drive around and do this and do that. But because that's a function where she's going to lunch
Okay.
and you are going with her. But anyway, so I don't want to tell everybody that nobody can ride in a town vehicle, but this is talking about using the town vehicle for a non-employee's, benefit. So I've got the resolution drafted up. It will allow Chief Frazier, Chief Parker, and Assistant Chief um, White the ability to have their 3 vehicles 24 hours a day. And for the particular issue that we had, it would allow them to drop their children off at school.
So this does not include the town administrator.
No, it does not.
Okay. I'm just curious.
Yeah, it does not. It's the statute and the Attorney General's opinion um, refer to emergency vehicles or those who serve in that capacity.
Okay.
And so now that kind of, so really there's no action to take on C. If we can go ahead and go into D, it's kind of the
Okay.
same thing.
I'll go ahead and read D then. No action on C, then item D, discussion, consider and or take action on the use of town vehicles for non-town business.
Okay, now that almost sounds like what we're talking about, but it's not. I'll use Tony again as the backhoe example. Tony can't take the backhoe home and use it this weekend because it's town property, okay, public property. On D, that's the way I read this item on the agenda, is you cannot use town property, including town vehicles, for non-town business. Does it get it clear enough to?
I thought that was always a given anyway.
Well, it is, it's a given, but just so there won't be
No
any
question.
questions.
No question.
You can't, uh, Tony, do you have access to a town utility pickup truck? Tony can't get the town utility pickup truck and go to Lowe's and get a load of lumber and take to his house. So that's the way I read D. You cannot use town vehicles for non-town business.
So,
Well, it depends on how much you win. You got to pay the city back. No, anyway, does anyone have any questions on that D?
so is D gonna be included with the resolution from C, or is it gonna be separate, or is it just a given?
Well, I think D is like what you said, Mike. It speaks for itself. That's the law.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
we
what
don't
I-
have
That's what I've always understood anyway.
yeah, we don't have an ordinance saying Tony can't take the backhoe home because that's the law. So I don't think that we need anything on
Okay.
D unless the board wants me to write up some kind of document, but I mean, that's just the law.
So, no action on D also? Everybody?
Would that be in our employee handbook or something? Could we
Should
put it?
should be a provision in there about use of town property.
Yeah, well, if it ever came up, that way we'd all be covered. We'll send the book, you know.
Yeah, Jeff
Just
just
go
told
in
me
the
he's
book.
going to check into that
Yeah.
this week to read the book and
Okay.
see.
Yeah, and the rest of what Larry said is in our town policy handbook too.
Okay.
Which is how all this got brought up when I read that and had questions about for me.
Got it.
All right, that it? Yes, come on.
Eddie Napistown, Cemetery Sexton.
All right.
I usually drive a four-seater side by side to the cemetery. And I take around, a lot of time it's the elderly out there around to see the cemetery, pick out plots, everything like that. I want to find out, am I in the wrong? Because I usually put them in my four-seater side by side, drive them around the cemetery and explain to them.
Well, that's town business.
Town
Okay,
business.
I'm just,
Taking them-
yeah.
I
No,
just
that's-
wanted to make sure
That's a
that,
good question.
I just wanted to make sure that that was,
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
town
mu-
business.
okay.
Yeah,
Just don't
much,
drive fast.
much
I ain't
better,
driving fast, I
I'm
promise, I
teasing
promise.
especially with older people.
Yes, yeah. I'll make y'all
Don't
seat
throw
belt
them
on.
out.
if-
Yeah, no,
if I
that's
take y'all
no
out there.
problem
No.
at all.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because they
Matter of
wasn't
fact,
employees.
that's a benefit of living in Fort Gibson.
Okay.
You get service from the town employees.
Thank you, Eddie. All right, anything else, anybody? Item E, discussion, decision, and/or take action regarding the longevity pay policy.
Good evening. So a while back, this was brought up that we don't have an actual policy for the longevity pay. And to be honest, it got put on the back burner. So that's what this is about. Do you have any questions?
Do we have a guideline that we go by, like 1 to 5 years? 1 year you get this, an employee gets this, 2 years they get this, and is everybody treated equal?
Yes, typically, that's why we put the date in there. I think it's 1 through 5 gets a set amount, 6 through 10 gets a set amount, and then so forth. Typically, it's 5-year increments, but I didn't want to put a set amount in the policy because at the top, we also put when funds are available.
Right, right.
And upon board approval and appropriation, so.
Let me add one thing to that, and I may be the only one that has this opinion, but last year we were gonna get, the people were gonna get it, and it was gonna be a large amount. We didn't get an amount, we didn't get a sheet saying who was gonna get what. I just thought that might be a good idea for us to be able to look at it, to make sure
Yes,
everybody looks
because
like they're
it still has to be board approved every year.
right.
And we can do kind of a breakdown showing
Yeah.
years of service, who is getting what set amount, and then totals for
Yeah,
everything. Is that
that'd
what
be
you
great.
mean?
Yes, exactly, because
Yeah, we
last
can-
year we got an answer of it's a lot, so we didn't really get a dollar amount.
Okay, yeah, we can
Okay,
absolutely
that'd
do
be,
that.
that'd be great for me anyway.
And we try to do the approvals at least a month in advance.
Yes, yes.
That way, if you guys have questions or if we need to, tweak anything.
Sure,
But yeah, we can absolutely do that.
okay, that's it.
Okay, I have another question.
Yes.
Down here on the bottom third of this thing, it says employees on leave without pay during any portion of that period of November 1st to the 15th are not eligible for holiday longevity pay. Okay, so if they are terminated like was it September 30th or September 31st, one day before this November 1st, they receive October 31st. I apologize. They will not, even though they worked, 10 months of the year, they will not receive the longevity if they are
If
terminated
it's
during that
before
period?
that, then they would qualify.
Pardon?
If it's before that date,
Uh-huh,
the November 1st,
uh-huh.
then they would qualify.
So I want to make sure I'm okay, I'm not trying to be dense on this. So they're terminated on November 1st,
Mhm.
but they worked from January 1 to October 31.
and they're terminated on November 1st, then they are not eligible for the longevity pay, correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right. I'm
And
just
this
curious,
is a,
because I want a clarification on that.
this is a proposal. If you want something changed, we can do that.
One thing you might consider in line with what Mike's getting at is all they'd have to do if they work to October the 31st is prorated. If they work to September the 1st,
Mhm.
prorated, because the longevity is for the time they put in.
Right.
So, I mean, that would be fair. Nobody would be losing any money or cheating anybody. That is a possibility if the board wants to consider
And
that.
then down here on the last part of it says the town administrator may use discretion for exceptional circumstances to make allowances suitable for the individual situation.
Mhm.
Okay. So, but I like the idea of doing the prorated thing too. So technically, it could be, if we do the prorated thing, insert the prorated thing too, all indication also, then there's two ways that that employee could possibly receive that bonus. Through the town administrator or the prorated terminate
Yes.
term. Okay.
So you want to add a stipulation for prorating.
I think it's a good idea because, I think if you work 10 months out of a 12-month year and you're terminated one day before this period, I just think it's, personally, I can't speak for the other four. I don't
I'll
know how
chime
you
in.
guys
I
feel.
agree with Mike. I'd hate to see somebody work that long and not get anything. I think we
Yeah.
should prorate it. Sounds fair to me.
Yeah, to
Okay,
me,
Fair
we
to
can add that.
everybody.
Well, but also if you're terminated, to me, that ought to terminate any right that you have to any money.
Oh, it's termination.
Yeah.
What if you just, quit?
There's still termination.
Well, it's same.
Yeah, but
Okay,
It's
I
in-
guess I'm
You're
thinking,
voluntary
when I say
termination.
termination,
You're
I
think
mean
you're-
resignation. You're fired.
Well, I'm
That's what I
thinking either
think.
way. I mean, if they're fired or they quit, then they forfeit the longevity pay.
That's, all right, well, I guess there's still the town administrator could be, would be the final discretion, I'm assuming. Whether that
Yes.
situation's unique enough or not.
Right.
Amanda, could you tell me the difference between longevity pay and holiday longevity pay?
It's the same thing.
Because it mentions holiday longevity pay all the way down, but it's really not holiday, it's just longevity pay.
It's holiday as in we issue it right before Thanksgiving every year.
And it's
So
basically.
So you're just calling it a holiday?
Yes.
Okay.
Basically.
But it's
Christmas.
based on years of service.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like if they're terminated, I mean, there was a reason for termination, or if they just quit, then they should forfeit their longevity pay for that year.
I see your point of view too. I have no issues with that either. I just thought,
Well, Jeff can always step
Yeah.
in, but.
So
but
I think that
I
option
think
down
that-
there, the last one is a good option to have. Yeah, I'm okay with, I understand Stephen's point and I don't disagree with Stephen. At the same time, I thought, some circumstances happen. Some unforeseen stuff happens sometimes and you just never know. So that bottom line sentence is a good sentence to have in there.
Yeah, that's a catch.
Yeah, so should we have a sentence in there though that says, or is that what that says there? Are not eligible for
Right.
the longevity pay. Is that what we just discussed?
Yes, that's what we just.
I mean, I think you need to change the definition. If you're gonna consider this an incentive to recognize and reward, and then somebody gets terminated,
Mhm.
that to me is like, you don't terminate.
That's kind of how I look at it too.
By the way, I want my longevity pay.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
It is, but I think I understand what both sides of the argument is. We don't want to give the appearance that somebody made it to October 31st and they get terminated right before receiving this. I mean, we don't want to keep someone from receiving, this shouldn't go into the decision to terminate someone. If they make it,
No,
if
no.
they make it to the month before, you might take that into consideration. You know, a cutoff date,
Well,
kind of a soft
I was-
cutoff.
How hard is it to do the right thing and not get terminated?
I was kind of looking at,
I don't think,
I was sort of looking at it like this, somebody like was here for 29 years, maybe.
Right.
And they just screwed up one day and they got terminated, been here for a long time. Even though it would just be the pay for that year, I just kind of thought, well, and I realized the town administrator could step in and say, you know what, that seems
Right.
like dirty pool.
A-
Let's let
and I
this
think
slide." I'm
that's-
okay with that.
Here's the thing. We can talk about this all night, but there's no way we can foresee all the different circumstances that we're going to face. I mean, I feel comfortable that I get the idea of the board not wanting to remove this unless it's absolutely positively necessary. But we don't want to just hand it out willy-nilly if someone's terminated.
well, I still think we can put the language in there.
Yeah.
And then you can, as administrator, you can look at each situation like Tony says.
Sure.
But I still think we need the language that if you're terminated or if you quit, you forfeit your longevity pay.
When is the cutoff? When do you say today is when you get your longevity pay?
Well, that's why the November 1st, that's generally around the time that we start getting the figures together and starting the actual payroll process.
That's the reason I'm asking, because your third paragraph at the bottom says, only if you leave without pay during the 1st through the 15th. You've got a window there that you can be without, you can be on leave without pay and still get longevity. You can go right up to October 31st and been on 5 weeks without pay and qualify based on that third paragraph.
But you're still an employee, though, right?
Yeah, you're still
Yeah, you're still an
Yeah.
employee.
Well, you're still.
You
an
made it to the
employee.
window.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still an
I mean, we could
employee.
just do we could just do a November 1st cutoff.
Yeah, there.
I mean, why couldn't we just do November 1? If
Okay,
you're
so-
terminated or if you quit
Mhm.
before November 1st, then you don't get any longevity.
So the second to last second to last sentence, are you wanting anything changed?
Oh, no, that's good.
It's that third paragraph.
Yeah.
at the Bottom.
Yeah, that,
Needs to take out the 15, just leave November
Just
1st.
leave it.
Yeah.
November 1st.
yeah. And then, like we said, I mean, Jeff, if a special situation comes up, then Jeff's got the right to override it or make the decision and all that good stuff.
With that. I just want to be fair.
So,
That's all I
okay,
want.
so do we need a motion to approve that with that change?
With that amendment.
One more question.
Okay.
Are temporary employees get the same as full-time, or is it like half?
Temporary do not qualify.
Well, I mean, I said that wrong. Part-time
Part-time, it's typically,
will not be eligible for anything. Temp's not eligible for anything, but what about a part-time employee? Because it says active part-time employees must work a minimum of 520 hours. That's about a quarter of a year.
I want to say that they get half. But I would have to check on that. That's one of those things that would be lined out in the presentation that I bring to you
Sure,
guys
sure.
before we start the process.
Well, I know that I've seen a system like that, that if you get half of what everybody else would get if you're part-time, not temporary.
My memory does seem to think it's half.
It
if I
seems right,
remember
but
right.
I don't want to
I'm
say
almost
yes.
fine.
And
Yeah, I
How
understand.
long have we done this? How long?
I've been here 6 years and we've done it the whole time
Okay.
I've been here, and it was a thing before me.
It wasn't anything,
So you're going to bring back a
not,
final version of this?
I can.
we did.
Is there anything other than the through the 15th that I need to correct or take out or add?
If you're gonna redo it, I would suggest that you take out the word holiday, in all paragraphs, and just call it longevity pay. It's kind of
Yeah.
confusing.
You can just put the language in there that it is paid out prior to the Thanksgiving holiday or something like that. If that's what you want to have always went with.
I'm like Larry, just longevity pay. And then you got the time frame of it, so.
Okay.
So is this gonna be tabled? Is that what we're gonna do with it until the next meeting?
Yeah, you can just bring it back next time.
All right. Amanda, we're gonna bring it back.
So you'll have that ready next time for us, Amanda?
I can do
to
that.
approve?
Whole 2 weeks. All right. Item number F. Is that all?
That's it.
Thank you, Amanda. Item number F, discussion, decision, and/or take action regarding items for disposition and/or surpluses identified in Appendix A.
Couch. Oven. It's not near as exciting as what you expected, was it?
I make a motion, we approve 3F as presented.
I'll second it.
Let it be noted for the record, Stephen made the motion to approve 3F as presented. Nancy seconded that motion. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Nancy Reinhardt.
Aye.
Bob Boatman.
Aye.
Jerry Price. Steve Lincolnbeard.
Aye.
Mike Sharp.
Aye. Item G, discussion, decision, and/or take action regarding the 2027 pay scale.
Jeff, you looked at this?
Yes. Amanda and I,
Y'all's recommendation?
yes. This is what Amanda and I drew up together.
Okay.
This is what it is right now, correct?
With proposed changes.
Okay. And what are those changes?
Well, the steps are adjusted for a 3% COLA for all employees with a 4% COLA for department heads.
Okay.
That is the main number one change.
And that
That's the
COLA,
simplest
yeah.
answer.
And that COLA is approved by the board every year, is that correct?
Yes, you guys approve that and approve all these salary ranges and updates to the pay scale. Any of the raises? You know, off the top of my head, I can't say there is, but there could be. There were a couple like for wastewater superintendent, John Dallas. We took him from interim to permanent status, and he received the step increase with the cost of living. That would have taken him above it. Tony, the same thing. He received a pay bump from interim to permanent as well. Those two were both interim all this last year, and we made them permanent.
Excuse me, his title was
Yes,
okay. That's fine.
they're in the same positions. We just took them from interim to permanent. Yes,
Okay, so like the police chief and the fire chief and all that's 4%?
that's a 4%.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh, just for clarification, I also input a pay bump for Amanda as well.
Is that what we're looking at here from 56.4 to 60,000?
Yes.
Okay.
Those are the only changes though.
That's the ones.
There's
I
no
was-
other hidden changes in there.
Right, that's kind of the ones I noticed too. I just wondered what the difference was.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's the CDL.
And I saw
Driver up,
that
the second
job
one
ad.
down.
Yeah.
Did they quit?
Okay.
Yeah, first page, second one down.
So just out of curiosity, how much experience do our sanitation drivers have at this time? Years of service? I'm just curious. Several.
He was a truck driver prior to coming here.
You guys need a motion?
Yes.
I'll make a motion, we approve G as presented, the 27 pay scale.
I'll second that. Let it be noted for the record that Bob made the motion to approve 3G as presented for the 27 pay scale. Stephen seconded that motion. Is there any further discussion? None? Roll call, please.
Nancy Reinhardt,
Aye.
Bob Bogan,
Aye.
Jerry Harris, Steve Lincoln.
Aye.
Mike Sharp.
Aye. Item number 4, administrators report.
Just a couple of quick things. It should be noted that the city of Muskogee donated or sold us a pretty substantial fire truck for
Understand it was
$1.
Donated.
It was donated
Yeah.
for the cost of $1. It's a big deal. We've already signed off to receive that. Nathan and I will go over there and accept it.
Fantastic.
That's a pretty big deal from
Good old
them.
Muskogee.
Really nice of them to give that to us.
Does it run and drive?
It's great, great shape.
It's going to replace one of the older existing fire truck we have right here, right now.
Super.
Yeah. I'm still working on the quotes for the soccer fields. Hadn't forgot that from last special meeting. Working
Okay.
on that. That's it.
That's all? Okay, item number 5, new business. Item number 6, remarks from governing officials. Seeing none, do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn at 6:39.
I'll second it.
Let it be noted for the record that Nancy made a motion to adjourn at 6:39. Steve has seconded that motion. All in favor, raise your hands. Let it be noted for the record that everyone has raised their hands. This meeting is now adjourned. All right, we ready? I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Utilities Authority Board of Trustees of the Town of Fort Gibson, Monday, May 11th, 2026, at 6:39 PM. Roll call, please.
Nancy Reinhardt,
Go
I'm
and say
sorry,
here.
here.
Bob Bogan,
Here.
Jerry Harris.
Here.
Lincoln Beard.
Here.
Mike Sharp.
Here. Item number 1, visitors' remarks or comments. Make sure I don't miss anybody this time. Item number 2, consent agenda.
Consent agenda is presented.
I'll second that.
Let it be noted for the record, Chair made the motion to approve the consent agenda as presented. Bob seconded that motion. Roll call, please.
Nancy Reinhardt.
Aye.
Bob Bogan.
Aye.
Jerry Harris. Steve Lincoln.
Aye.
Mike Sharp.
Aye. Item number 3, item A, discussion decision and/or take action regarding the items removed from the consent agenda. There were none. Item B, discussion decision and/or take action regarding the longevity pay policy. That's pretty much a repeat from the first,
Correct.
from the town, correct?
Yeah, you just
So
need,
we're gonna pass.
yeah, you just need another motion to pass it on the utility side.
I'll make a motion, we pass it to the next meeting.
Okay.
I'll second it.
Let it be noted for the record that Stephen made a motion to pass it to the next meeting. Okay, second that motion. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Nancy Reinhardt. Bob Bogan.
Aye.
Jerry Harris. Steve Lincoln.
Aye.
Mike Sharp.
Aye. Item C, discussion, decision, and/or take action regarding the on-call policy.
Okay, we kind of touched on this at last week's meeting. For the UA guys, they have a rotation where they have the town's on-call cell phone and they are waiting to engage. It's not fun. And just as an incentive, Tony and I talked about developing this on-call policy where if they are on call that week, they just turn in the form with his approval. They get $100 for that week for being on call after they've, done their time.
At the end.
At the end of their week.
After they complete it.
Grand total, that comes up to $5,200 in a year. That's spread across UA and town. The whole top part is just basically what he and Sean, the deputy UA director, are responsible for implementing, who is on call and how often they change and all of that.
So is $100 enough?
$100 is a bonus, correct?
I understand.
Okay. And is there
I-
one
I'm-
person on
I'm
call
asking.
per week?
I'm asking.
As the designated on-call person, so when that phone rings,
Okay,
they answer the phone.
okay.
These guys, incentives, I think, now, maybe 2 years from now.
Fair enough.
So this on-call rotate it's rotated between all employees?
The trash truck guys don't.
Sanitation. Park doesn't.
Okay.
And they can fill in for each other, like if one's sick or something, somebody else can pick it up.
Yes.
That's the way I understand.
So do we need a motion to approve this on-call policy?
Yes.
Okay. I'll make a motion, we approve 3C.
I'll second it.
Second. Nancy beat you, Jeremy. Let it be noted for the record, Stephen made the motion to approve 3C as presented. And Nancy seconded that motion. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Nancy Reinhardt,
Aye.
Bob Boatman,
Aye.
Jerry Harris, Steve Lincoln,
Aye.
Mike Sharp.
Aye. Item D, discussion, decision, and/or take action regarding the 2027 pay scale.
That's just the utility side.
Yep.
I'll make a motion, we approve 3D as presented. I'll second that.
Let it be noted for the record that Stephen made the motion to approve 3D as presented. Bob seconded that motion. Any further questions or discussion? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Nancy Reinhardt,
Aye.
Bob Boatman.
Aye.
Jerry Harris. Mike Sharp.
Aye. Item number 4, administrators report.
I have none for this time.
Nothing?
No.
That's good news.
Yeah. Item number 5, new business. All right, item number 6, any remarks from the governing body? Is there a motion to adjourn? 6:45.
I'll second it.
Let it be noted for the record, Bob made a motion to adjourn at 6:45. Stephen seconded that motion. All in favor, raise your hands. Let me know that everyone, raise their hands. This